guys, welcome back to the Epic through musical reaction and analysis. I'm Matt, and I'm joined here today with
Frank! What's going on, everybody?
what is up? Um, as you can see by what's on our screen, we have just finished listening and reacting to Polyphemus and Survive. You can also tell by my headband that Polyphemus was my favorite.
He's a big inspiration
So,
for Matt.
I'll fight you. Bring him back. Uh, we are about ready to get into Remember Them and My Goodbye. Um, Again, we're gonna say this at the start of every video. I have seen and watched all the animatics for everything up until the Thunder Saga, and I've heard the music from the Wisdom Saga. I stopped watching the animatics because I want to watch those with Frank, and we're getting ready for the new saga to release soon. So we're a little excited. It's gonna be new territory for all of us when that comes out.
Now, I've actually listened to a bunch, maybe like 80% of the current soundtrack as of this recording, but out of order. So there's a lot of songs I've heard, a lot of songs I haven't heard. I haven't actually heard them in the story sense, so that's kind of like the first thing for me here. I've actually never seen any of the animatics except for the ones we've reacted to, which, by the way, go check that playlist out if you have not yet. While you're going to check things out, you should go back first over to Jorge and the Epic team. Check out their channel first, all the music, show them some love. Show some love to the animators or the animatics.
Yes,
Then
yes.
come back over here if you got time. And with that, I'm ready to go.
I am also ready to go. Today we are going to be checking out Remember Them, and I believe it is by Wolfie the Witch.
Okay, Wolfie, let's see what you
believe.
got. What are you bringing to the table, Wolfie? I'm having high
Yes, what are you bringing to the
expectations
table?
because of
I
Star
think
Wars.
it is Wolfie the Witch. It is Wolfie the Witch. Okay. We have seen Wolfie before on Full Speed Ahead.
Captain! Can we start the song just because a little bit of a mess with the audio, but it's fine. No audio.
No, totally.
Alright, so let me just get everything over here so I don't interfere with the recording, and good to go. Okay, we can continue now.
All right.
Ooh, I'm loving this echoing. Okay, before we get into that. Okay, why don't I have the time bar? That's annoying. Okay, could we go back a little bit here? Just loving this this swelling echo surrounding Odysseus here. As Matt said before, we reacted to Survive, and unfortunately Odysseus has passed away. So now this is kind of Odysseus is. What?
When did that happen? When did Odysseus pass away?
Oh, sorry, not Odysseus' best friend. I don't know if I might have skipped the best friend part.
You skipped his best friend.
Okay, Odysseus' best friend has just died because of Odysseus, and this is really his first major loss, his first major beatdown. He lost 7 men in total from the fight, as it says in the canon. So now, all of this is really hitting his head. He was in shock, and now it's kind of sinking in to this. His first failure, and the echo is doing a nice job with that in the music, the background, the drawings here, everything grayed out. Now, animatics, as we know, are typically less detailed, so it's not going to be as much like colorization, or it's not going to be too much detail in the actual scene. But it's kind of like rocky terrain that's going on here. I don't know if this is actually part of the actual Greek mythology, but it does show kind of it could kind of mirror like all the thoughts running through his head now that are surrounding him, and the echoes are also duplicating that effect. I'm good.
No, it's also saying that they're in a cave because they're.
Oh, they just get out of the
cave.
cave.
Nope, they're in the cave.
Oh, they're still in the cave. Okay.
They're still in the cave.
Is that the
this mass?
Is that
this
the beast?
mass here in front of him? That is the Cyclops.
Oh yeah, I'm starting to see it now. The body. I just saw like the supposed.
Yeah,
ear.
there's the ear.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I've mentioned this before in the first one, Frank, but most characters have their own instrument. Have you figured out what Odysseus' instrument is yet?
Yeah, I think I said it earlier on. Was it the drums?
You said the drums, and I said no.
Oh,
I'll let it play and see if you get it.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, it's a guitar.
Yeah, it's both the nylon guitar and the electric guitar, both of which symbolizing a different part of Odysseus.
Right now, this electric guitar is obviously a lot more aggressive. So now there's going to be a lot. I'm feeling a lot more rage is going to happen here. Also, his second in command's voice has also been echoed out because again, Odysseus is stuck inside his mind. He's playing back the events that just happened, and the emotions are now kicking in. Let's go.
Captain! Captain!
We must move quickly. We don't have much time. He didn't notice I mixed lotus in his wine. Mark my words now. This is not the end.
Okay,
so peep the full speed ahead kind of theme in the background.
Yeah, it's almost like a reprised version of it.
Yeah.
Also, that's how the Cyclops actually was, quote, defeated. Not quite killed, but he used the Lotus to kind of knock him out. So that explains the drop before more men could get killed.
The ending of Survive, yep.
And I kind of like in this, Odysseus, you could tell by the voice he's defeated. He feels defeated. Like, we gotta go. And usually Odysseus is kind of like head on into things. He's got his head on, but again, this is the first major loss, and it's his best friend, which is an added emotional toll. So he is just done. He wants to go.
He is ready to go.
Yep.
We must move quickly.
Yep.
We don't have much time.
Time mixed lotus in his wine. Mark my words now. This is not the end.
But Captain, what do we do with our fallen friends?
Remember them when the
okay.
fire begins to fade. For the fallen and afraid, we are not to let them die in vain. Remember them, we're the ones who carry on.
Okay.
The flames of the flame.
Let's kind of look at what's going on here. He is obviously teared up inside, but he has to put on this brave face for his guys, for his men, right?
He's the captain. He has to be.
He's their leader. We have to keep going.
He has to be strong.
Be strong.
Yeah.
Remember them. We don't got enough time. Go. Like now it's kind of reality starting to set back into Odysseus here, because you can hear that the melody is it's less I would say I'm not gonna say triumphant, but it's more it's getting a little brighter. So it's like, okay, now let's go, refocus, remember them, just go.
And we must move quickly.
Yes, get the hell out of here. Like, let's get out of here.
Yoinks.
Zoinks.
For them, we're the ones who carry on. The flames of those are gone, and our comrades will not die in vain. I need all our hands on this club. This is how we're getting out of here. Use your swords to sharpen a stub and turn it to a giant spear. Let's kill him. His body is blocking the path. If we kill him, we'll be stuck inside.
Captain, where do we attack him?
We gotta stab him in the eye.
Yes, sir. Remember them when the fire begins to fade. For the fallen and afraid.
Oh, that's kind of dope. Okay, so I like how Eurylochus. His second in command is kind of leading the chorus here. If you hear, his voice is a little more prominent than the rest of the choir.
Yes, that's because
that's cool. He's giving the order. He's now repeating that order to his men.
Is Eurylochus' instrument.
Getting the job.
Frank will realize this eventually. Yeah, it is really interesting.
When the fire begins to fade, for the fallen and afraid, we are not to let them die in vain. Remember them, we're the ones who carry on. The flames of those who've gone, and our comrades will not die in vain. No!
I always hate seeing that.
Well, now here we go again. Odysseus, the tactician, is now back. We need to blind this guy, get the best possible odds to get the hell out of here. So again, this is another another showing of, okay, he's snapping back into reality. He's not fine. He's definitely not fine, but he knows we gotta go. We gotta do what we can and just get the leave. Okay, we're gonna hammer in that point every time. Just it's the only point.
That back to reality. Whoops, the ghost
Who's
politics.
Whoop the ghost pilot. He's so mad that he won't stop seeing. Cyclops breathing. All right, I can't rap in case you couldn't know. Let's go.
I can't either, but that.
It's fine.
That's
We cringe. It's
funny.
okay. I accept that.
Iron Rain, now! Scatter!
Who hurts you? There are more of them? Who hurts you?
Okay.
Hide.
Who hurts you? Captain, we should run.
Wait.
Who hurts you? Captain, please!
Wait.
It was nobody. Nobody. If nobody hurts you, be silent. Don't go.
A very good tactic from Odysseus here. He doesn't tell the monster's
it's-
name, therefore he can't be blamed for it.
Yes, in Greek mythology, a lot of times when you give your enemy your name, they tend to use it against you in different ways. You know,
Okay.
telling a god, whatever. So generally speaking, it's a good idea not to tell your enemy your name.
Again, yeah, and that just shows Warrior of the Mind. He's probably thinking ahead here. Working with Athena, he's probably like, all right, if I say the name, they're gonna know, like you said. So, very, very clever tactic from Odysseus, and we're gonna
Very
see
clever.
how well it works. And so far, it looks like it has.
Let's grab the sheep and away we go.
Again with the full speed ahead kind of thing, and then
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you?
Oh, okay.
He's still a threat until he's dead. Finish it.
No.
No?
What good would killing do? When mercy is a skill more of this world could learn to use. My friend is dead, our foe is blind. The blood we shed, it never dries. Is this what it means to be a warrior?
Okay, I'm not. I could be reaching
Hey,
here.
sunrise, is this?
Hold on. I could be reaching here. The line where it says "blood on our hands never dries." We think back to his what was it?
interaction with Zeus.
Yeah, interaction with Zeus.
Right.
Yeah, the interaction with Zeus. He says, There's going to be blood on your hands, but you get to choose whose it is. Right. So
You'll never
a little-
the blood on your hands. You'll never lose. You only get to choose.
Yes.
The only thing you choose is whose.
exactly. Yeah, that's that line. That's a neat little callback to that. And now we see he was just fantastic work, because if we think about Odysseus at the Battle of Troy, he's constantly, hey, kill this guy, make sure no one leaves, complete slaughter. He's telling you
Yeah.
get this guy. Right
Tristan
here,
will stay back and shoot for an ambush attack.
yeah, and he now is just. We could argue a little softer, because his kind of moral, his soft, like, I don't want to say his moral compass, because he obviously has one still if he's doing this, but we'll say the softer side of it. So policies is now dead. So we got the best friend dead, and he wants to get out of it. He just wants to leave and get out of it. He's not really quite thinking ahead like the tactician we saw at the beginning of
Well, I would, what I would say is it seems more like he's willing to, like, open arms. The kind of open arms mentality right now.
right,
Where
okay.
he's like, I don't need to kill this guy. I could show mercy, so why don't I?
In his mind, he's defeated. He's blind. Why kill him? What's the point? Why
Yeah.
spread more blood?
Mercy is a skill more of this world could use.
Right, now Athena here, the tactician, the military might, is like, you gotta end this guy. Now that I find that interesting, because if we go back to Athena's song with him, Warrior of the Mind, the two of them were very aligned in their thinking I know my hands. They're very aligned in thinking, but now we're starting to see this separation between the two of them. So I'm interested to see now how that will play out.
Do when mercy is a skill more of this world could learn to use. My friend is dead, our foe is blind. The blood we shed, it never dries. Is this what it means to be a warrior of the mind?
Don't!
Hey, Cyclops! When we met, I led with peace. While you fed your inner beast. But my comrades will not die in vain. Remember them. The next time that you dare, choose not to spare. Remember them. Remember us. Remember me. I'm the reigning king of Ithaca. I am neither man nor mythical. I am your darkest.
Come on, pause! There we go. I just wanted, I know it's kind of late in this. I wanted to point out, I love the reintroduction of the piano for Athena. You know, that little run there. Just. Yep. All right.
I also want to point out just how genius it is to find something that rhymes with Ithaca.
Yeah. It's like the Eminem Orange.
Orange, door hinge, Ithaca, Mythica. Ooh.
While you fed your inner beast, but my comrades will not die in vain. Remember them. The next time that you dare, choose not to spare. Remember them.
If I could pause it, there we go. Can you back? Yeah, right here. Okay. No, yep, right there. Sorry, I really don't have control over the timeline for whatever reason.
That's fine, I got you.
If we're looking at the guys in the background here, we can definitely tell defeat, right? So the guy on the left here, he's completely slashed. He's completely defeated. The guy next to him, he's holding the one arm, either injury or, again, defeat, kind of sadness. And the other guys are kind of playing. Notice how you really... God, his name always gets me.
You got this. You got this. You got it.
Eurylochus? Eurylochus here. Second in command. He's got his chin up, shoulders back. He is, again, yes, his friend died, but he is setting an example for the rest of the men, which shows how good of a leader he is. Even though he's not in he's the second in command, he also understands the fact that these guys need a leader. And yes, Odysseus is taking charge, but he is going to support his commander in that decision. Yeah. It's kind of like another way for these guys to like identify with their leadership.
Yeah, imagine backing Odysseus up on his decision. That'd be crazy. Yeah, no. I'm pretty sure what I see is, I'm pretty sure he also like puts his head down.
But my comrades will not die.
It's very slight. It's slight.
Very slight, but he moves his head.
He moves his head because, again, he feels the same way Odysseus does, but he understands these guys don't need us to cry right now. They need someone to be like, go!
Full speed ahead!
There's actually a great little scene from Generation Kill. It's a show about these Marines in the invasion of Iraq. This one guy, he gets like this horrible news. They just finished a big fight, and his wife is leaving him, all this stuff, and he's like flipping out. So one of the sergeants comes up to him, and he like starts giving him shit about his grooming standards, like mustache, the hair, and stuff like that. And it kind of in that scene, it kind of insinuates like, get him mind focused on something else, so that way the task can be completed, and we could kind of visually see this a little bit with Eurylochus here. By the way he's standing. Yes, the head's slight. He feels the same exact way, but he knows task must be done. Get your mind off of that for right now. We worry about it later.
Exactly.
The mind!
Don't!
Hey, Cyclops! When we met, I led with peace, while you fed your inner beast. But my comrades will not die in vain. Remember them. The next time that you dare, choose not to spare. Remember them. Remember us. Remember me. I'm the reigning king of Ithaca. I am neither man nor mythical. I am your Odysseus!
Or as I like to say, I am the idiot. Odysseus. Stupid.
Real quick.
Stupid.
Yes. Now this will probably come back to haunt him. Revealing his name. Now I want to just go back. You don't have to skip back. I just want to go back a little bit. We notice how the Odysseus from the Troy saga, this warrior, slaughter all. Now is like, if any of you think about killing or just like killing, not showing mercy to your enemy, there will be a problem now. There's this ginormous shift in Odysseus' thinking.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you could
I will just say, I will just say one thing. There was a line he said that you should keep in the back of your mind for a little bit, and it's just, I am your darkest moment. Just remember that. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Mm-hmm. It might come back up later.
Yeah. And I'm willing to bet that a lot of his thinking right now is emotionally driven, not quite the tactician, the brains. Okay.
Who knows? Odysseus knows. That's who knows.
Yes.
I am the infamous Odysseus!
And the smile is going to confirm that this will come back and haunt him.
Yeah, Odysseus really doxed himself. He's like, name, Odysseus. Location, Ithaca. Don't mind me.
Nah, man, not with Cyclops, bro. Not with these deities. Why would you ever? But that was Remember Them. That's a great song, an emotionally driven song, and I love to see the emotional and kind of this tonal and mental shift of Odysseus here. And it's very well represented in both the animatic and the music.
Yes. So continuing on, immediately after Remember Them, it goes straight into My Goodbye, which is also going to be done by Wolfie the Witch here today.
Can we pause right here? I gotta do something real quick. Take like 2 minutes.
A few moments later.
Now it is time to move on into My Goodbye, also animated by Wolfie the Witch.
All right, Wolfie.
Let's go.
I have heard this song before, just not seen the animatic. So off the bat, we know this is going to be an Athena song because, like we established before, the piano is Athena's instrument.
You know who else I can tell it's an Athena song?
Mine.
My mom!
Not. You know why else I can tell it's an Athena song? Because Athena's right there.
Okay, yeah, I know, but if you're listening it audio only, we know it'll be Athena. I'm trying to use both here, okay? Jeez, I'm sorry. All right.
Yes, Athena's piano.
Yep.
Piano.
Key piano.
Editor, if you understand what that clip is, insert it here. If not, don't worry about it.
You were reckless, sentimental at best. That's not a teaching of mine. You've grown soft. Your dead friends can attest.
Hey!
All right, he's taking
That's
offense.
mean.
He's taking offense.
That's mean.
We see the eyes dilating. He's taking, not dilating, shrinking. He's taking offense. Also, there's a little.
I mean, yeah. Also.
Go ahead.
Also, like, damn, that's messed up.
I don't
You
know
reckless.
how to describe
Sentimental
this
with
sound.
Your dead friends can attest.
I don't know how to describe this sound. There's like this little, like, almost like a swish going on in the underlayers in the music here.
No, let me listen to it.
That's not a teaching of mine. You've grown soft. Your dead friends can attest.
Hey!
Put your emotions aside. You're
Just a cool effect.
meant to lead the rest.
Also, can I just point out that every time I hear this song, I know the lyric is meant to lead the rest. But for some reason, all I can hear is mentally duressed.
I mean, he is now.
He is now!
I always heard it as meant to be the best.
Mentally duressed.
But that's also wrong. Yeah, no, he's mentally duressed. that's what he is now. Mentally duressed. Mentally duressed.
I don't know where I went wrong, but I warned you, and you failed the test. So now I'm gone. This way, you'll know what your place is. This way, you can't cross the line. This way, when all is over, you'll keep yours and I'll keep mine. This way, you won't disappoint me. This way, you won't waste my time. This way, I'll close the door. Consider this as my goodbye.
That's just like you. Why should I be surprised? Selfish and prideful and vain.
You're a bold one, aren't you, Odysseus?
He's taking on everybody. The man is hurt. He's taking on everyone right now.
Okay, but okay, she's a goddess, okay, and she'd just be like, oh yeah, how?
Yeah, but I don't know. I think secretly she might value their relationship in a way. So I don't know if she's gonna like just turn around and stab him. You know, she'll probably do something different. Oh, I'm curious. I don't think this is the case, but if we recall, when Zeus first talked to Odysseus, the figure that charged him, I'm pretty sure that was a spear they were holding, and Athena's using the spear, and it's a similar character design, so maybe that's what happens. I don't know for a fact.
Maybe Athena kills Penelope.
Or Athena, or it could be representing the fact that, or foreshadowing that Athena will send somebody under Athena's command to take out Odysseus. It could be that too. I don't know. But right now, he's batting just 0, my God.
Yeah, he's batting 1,000.
Yeah, it's, I like how here. I'm not gonna say that because I it's been a while since I looked at the animatic for Warrior of the Mind, but Athena's drawn a lot taller than him here. There could be symbolism there.
Yeah. Plus the animatic that we watched for Warrior of the Mind was Merxie. Instead of Wolfie the Witch, so the design will be slightly different.
Right. If you want, I'll say this for the analysis portion of this. It could just.
Why'd you quote that?
Because it's not. I don't have enough
detail.
detail.
We're not analyzing.
We are analyzing it, but I don't have enough detail to give a
All
proper analyzation. Is my point.
That's fine. You go. I'll piggyback off what you said.
All right. So, her being drawn taller than him. Okay. Obviously she's in charge. She's the deity, so they're always above the human, whatever. But we could also go a little bit deeper into this, and maybe Odysseus is feeling smaller and smaller and smaller. Because now he is now questioning himself. He is pissed. He's emotional.
I wouldn't necessarily say he feels smaller, because if he felt smaller, I don't think he would turn around and be like, yeah, that's just like you. Prideful and selfish and vain, Like,
maybe.
If you felt smaller than someone, you wouldn't turn around, you wouldn't call them prideful, selfish, and vain.
Okay, maybe small is the wrong word. What am I thinking of? I had the word and I lost it in my head.
What I would say is, he's lost some of his pride.
Right. Okay. Right? Thank you. That's
so,
less prideful.
Because it plays into the line where he's like, oh, selfish and prideful and vain, right? Like, he's not as big as not as tall as Athena because he's not as prideful, right? Obviously, a god is going to have
more
a
humility.
Ton of pride. But he's more humility. He's more, maybe I'm not so great after all,
Right.
I let my best friend die.
Yep.
It's just my thoughts on it.
Goodbye!
That's just like you. Why should I be surprised? Selfish and prideful and vain, unlike you. Every time someone dies, I'm left to deal with the strain. What's a title that a goddess could lend? If I'll never sleep at night, I'll remind you I saw you as a friend. But now we're done this way. you're out of my head now. This way, you won't plague my life.
Can I point out that I'm pretty sure when Athena does this part before, it's all piano behind her, and then Odysseus comes in and it's electric guitar now.
Know where I went wrong, but I warned ya, and you failed the test. So now I'm gone. This way, you'll know what your place is. This way, you can't cross the line.
Because you hear that
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we come here.
If I'll never sleep at night, I'll remind you I saw you as a friend. But now we're done. This way, you're out of my head now. This way, you won't plague my life.
It's definitely the same. It's definitely the same rhythm, but it doesn't sound like the same melody, but it's the same rhythm.
Yeah, because it has that now changed feel from it being Athena's instrument to Odysseus.
Yeah, so the motif is now is changed because now they're battling. So the guitar is gonna take the forefront while the piano's gonna take the background.
Right.
Done, you're out of sight and out of mind. This way, you get what you wanted. This way, you can save your time. This way, you close the door and have your damn goodbye.
Also, he's just pretty much gaslighting her. He's like, yeah, you can leave.
Yeah.
It's fine. Just leave.
Again, it's just
You can have your damn
emotional.
goodbye.
It's just emotional turmoil that he's feeling right now. He's still kind of in shock, and everything's being emotionally driven. And I think that's why Athena is like, kind of like more disappointed in him in this song. It feels like, so far. I have heard this song, but I'm gonna save some of my points for later in the song. I don't know if I said that before, but
you did say
okay.
you've heard
I want to
the
make
song
sure.
before, but
Yeah, so
yeah.
when this kind of gets when we get to a later line in this song, I'll reaffirm that point. Go ahead.
You're not looking for romantic. I'm not looking
Reprise
for
version
revenge.
of
I mistook
Warrior
you
of the Mind.
for a general. What a waste of effort spent.
Also, that's just
She
mean.
doesn't mean that. I don't think she means that. I think they're just both mad. It's a
They're both
spat.
probably mad, but also that's just mean.
The fact that
what a waste of effort spent on you.
the fact that she's reprising Warrior of the Mind when they were like, yeah, buddy. Not like she's not really like, yeah, my buddy, but like, they're like, yeah, we're gonna work together. I don't think she means it. She's just so
Bad as a
upset.
man, best as a friend. We'll see where it ends.
Okay.
Yeah, poorly.
Yeah, apparently. Well, it could change. We don't know yet. You know, maybe.
At least I know what I'm fighting for while you're fighting to be known. Since you claim you're so much wiser, why's your life spent all alone? You're alone!
Very
First thing,
interesting point.
I love the turnaround on wiser. Because you claim you're so much wiser. Why's your life spent all alone?
Nice flip
You know,
on that word.
Great lyrical writing right there. And then also just him turning around and emphasizing you're alone.
Yeah.
You're alone.
That's great work on the animator here.
Life spent all alone. You're alone.
Breathing.
Showing the breathing,
You know,
very nice.
The
I
somber
love-
look of Athena.
Yes, she has a couple different looks in here. Typically, she's very straightforward or smiling, but we see a little more emotion in Athena now, which I think is pretty cool that the animator put this in, because you could hear a little bit in the voice. This kind of definitely shows it in the sections without the vocals. Because before, when he snapped at her, she was like shocked. She was like, "Huh?" Like, whoa! Like, it kind of surprised her
Whoa,
a bit.
you're
saw-
telling me that I'm selfish and prideful and vain? I'm a goddess. What the fuck?
That's the motif.
That's
yeah.
the motif.
Yeah, it just comes to the territory. But yeah, let's. Okay, I'm good on that point. Sorry.
Yeah.
One day you'll hear what I'm saying. One day you might understand. One day, but not today. For after all, you're this day.
Bringing back the army fallen. Just a man. At least that's what it looks like. Oh wait. Yeah. Oh my!
There
I
it is.
just
There
noticed it.
There it is.
That is okay for everyone that doesn't see this. On the right side here, who is Policy's holding the baby from the Troy Saga, from Horse and the Infant and Just a Man. Okay, so that confirms that yes, he did drop the baby.
And this also confirms the 7 deaths because you have one. You have
1,
Little
2,
Ajax.
3, 4, 5,
2,
6,
3,
7.
4, 5, 6, 7 with Polites.
Yes. Just a Man. And I like how they're coming in on Just a Man because it's kind of clashing with Athena's like, you're just a man. Like she's saying like, you're just a man, kind of like calling him an idiot. They're like, no, you're just human.
I mean, he is an idiot.
Yeah, no, but no, you're just human. That's human.
Well, I think they're there to kind of
Do you think
solidify Athena's point of, one day you'll understand, but after all, you're not a god. You're not a god. You're just a man.
right?
Like
I think it's emphasizing the same point, but differently.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she also doesn't say just a man. I'm pretty sure she just lets them take
Hey,
it.
for after all your this day, you
Right,
sever
she
your
lets
own
them
head.
take it.
This day, you cut the line. This day, you lost it all. Consider this as my goodbye.
You can kind of tell Athena's hurt.
Consider
You can tell Athena's hurt here a bit. Because this is the way more emotion in Athena in this song that we've heard in Warrior of the Mind. Or every time she calls him out, she's kind of like straightforward. This is the one song, so far anyway, that they're like, that she really is showing.
Yeah, they're
like
they're
the
fighting like an old
relationship.
married couple.
Yeah, like we're actually seeing way more of the relationship here. Like we're getting the sense that it was a lot deeper than just professional or student and master. It was more so, at least along the lines of friends.
Yeah.
Also, I love how
Even though she won't say it.
yes, and she will not admit it. I love how the child is standing in front of.
Well, that's not the child. That's Lil Ajax.
Was that Lil Jax? Okay, sorry. I had my
Yeah.
water bottle in the way. I look on the back here. Apologies. Even though he's not drawn detailed, you can still tell it's him from the little tail here. The headband
The
tails.
headband. Polities.
Consider this as my goodbye. This is my goodbye.
Okay. Let's take a second to appreciate this animator here. He's reaching out for Athena, but they're holding him back from her. If we look at that, right? That's they're kind of stopped, like they're hugging him as he's reaching out, but it's also like holding him still.
Yeah, it's the I think what I picture this as is the ghosts are the one who says you're just a man. So it's the idea of being just a man is what in his mind is what's holding him back.
Right, and in Athena, it's the same thing. Like him being just a man is what's holding him back, but she sees him as his great leader, king, conqueror.
Yes. So it's kind of the two sides of the coin where Athena sees it as these people are holding him back from being a great leader, but at the same time that he thinks that they're holding him back from becoming what he needs to be.
Right, and I kind of like how this is a little bit of a flip. Maybe it might be a stretch. A little bit of a flip on the man and monster as the two sides. Where here there's two sides of being a man or being a human, and what that would mean. Because in Athena's eyes, it's holding him back, from being better. His eyes, it's I guess keeping him grounded.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my goodbye. This is my goodbye. Consider this as my goodbye. This is my goodbye.
We can see the regret in his face and hear the regret in her voice for this. But
And not only that, you also have the melodic lines showing that they're growing apart. If you think back to Warrior of the Mind, Athena starts the song off with Warrior of the Mind and then holds the note out straight. And then towards the end, when she's singing alongside Odysseus, it's Warrior of the Mind.
Yeah.
Right? And then you get over here, I think.
This is my goodbye.
Goodbye, which is the same vocal run, right?
Yep.
Then we get.
Consider this is my goodbye.
Right, my goodbye. So you still have a little bit of a run.
Right.
Saying like there's still a little bit there, right? That they still kind of like she doesn't quite want to let go.
This is my goodbye.
It's flipped.
Which is the
mirrored.
inverse, which is back to the beginning of Warrior of the Mind, saying, "Hey, we don't connect anymore. Like we don't see the same way."
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on board with that.
Genius writing.
Genius writing. I also like how the animatic here, we see how Athena is just straight up disappearing, going up, completely separate, while his men, Odysseus' men, when they disappear, they're also coming out from him and leading out and up. Another representation of them separating for good, or what we assume to be for good. And now, hold up.
Oh, the wind chimes.
Excellent
I think I missed
job.
it, and I don't remember where it is in the song, but there's a point where
Way you get what you wanted. You can save your time door and have your damn goodbye.
You're not looking for a mentor or a friend ever spent.
At least I know what I'm fighting for while you're fighting to be known. Since you claim you're so much wiser, why's your life spent all alone?
nah, I can't find it. But we'll see if we can find it later. If I find it later, I'll tell the editor to kind of put the clip in, and I'll show Frank it later. But there's a part where you hear the piano, and it's a full chromatic run from the top of the piano down to the bottom, and everyone calls that Athena throwing the piano at Odysseus, which I think was hilarious. And I was trying to listen for it, but I was a little too distracted. But it's in there. I know it's in there. And it's hilarious to me to think that Athena grabbed a piano and just chucked it at Odysseus.
That's fantastic. I like that. That's funny. There's a lot.
All right, well, this is the end of the Cyclops saga.
Dang. All right.
That's where we leave off.
I think this is a great saga. This is a very emotional saga. We got the raid.
It definitely is. It definitely is the saga that breaks Odysseus, or starts to break Odysseus.
Start to see the cracks in the armor.
Yeah, like he starts off, Great Warrior of the Mind, where you could see Polites in the beginning, and Polyphemus is like, look at all this food, there's so much here for us to keep, right? Eurylochus is like, he's kind of caught off guard because in the first saga he didn't want to go to the island. He wanted to raid the place.
Right.
He's like, I gotta hand it to you both, like, you found us food. And then Odysseus is like, something doesn't seem right here. Like, this is too easy. And then to later on in the saga now, where he's like, maybe we made some mistakes. I entered into this too prideful on my wisdom. I need to maybe not follow my wisdom so closely anymore.
Everything Odysseus knows is now being called into question, because for once his plan or his action is the reason why his best friend is dead.
Sorry about that, guys. I had some technical difficulties on my end. My camera just stopped recording. But where were we? We were talking about the
we're talking about
the saga,
how
right? You were talking
everything that Odysseus has known and trusted is now being called into question and is now the cause of his problems. And
yeah, like
the last kind of not hold up, the last kind of thing that like he remembers that sent him was Policy's kind
Open
of
arms.
open arms kind of view on life. So now he's kind of clutching on to that. And
Yeah, he's like maybe
it's
maybe
starting to
maybe he was right.
reveal more of Odysseus's humanity rather than this great robot warrior.
Right.
The-
Where he's starting to the question was Polites right? Should I have led differently? You know, I didn't need to shoot the sheep when I entered the cave.
We are
You know, that wasn't necessary. I could have looked around first and then made a decision whether or not I should kill the sheep, but I instead decided to shoot the sheep because we need food, so this sheep, let's shoot it.
we now
You know?
are seeing the man side. The man.
The man. The myth. The legend.
Odysseus.
But I can't wait for you to see where the rest of the story goes. There's so much more for us to see. You know, being only in the second saga, we still got 3 more for Act 1. 3 more for Act 1.
Yep.
And then we got 2 more that are already out for Act 2, and then the third act of Act 2 is third saga of Act 2 is going to come out later on soon. So, you know, we got a lot to go. Hey there, Honest Fam. If you enjoyed the chaos and fun today, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more wild adventures.
Remember, if you let us shenan once, we'll shenan again. So stick around for more last and unexpected twists.
Got any ideas for our next shenanigan? Drop them in the comments below. Until next time, keep it honest and keep it fun.
Goodbye.
Peace.